Hi, I'm Aaron Shirley. You're watching Shirley Fishing TV. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Tony Bolger. And where are we, Tony?
We're on Lake Simcoe, of course, the greatest spot nearby for us for whitefish.
Absolutely, man. Tony and I have been fishing this lake, Lake Simcoe, for a number of years now on the ice, and we've had a lot of good times here, eh?
Absolutely. You know, these fish fight great, and when you hit a good school and they're active, it can be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. You know, nothing like a good whitefish or a lake trout pulling out some drag. Yeah. Now, you were here yesterday with your wife, right?
Yeah, we were here yesterday. We were supporting a local fishing derby for raise funds for autism, and
that's Fishing for Tyler,
the
right?
Fishing for Tyler event, yeah. And we had a great morning. We had a lot of active fish, and my wife and I both caught fish, some up to 26 inches. So I hope we can get some more today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, should be a really good day out here, man. So definitely stay tuned. Don't go away. Oh, yeah. Oh. They're not on this color at all.
No?
No. They do not like this color. It's like they're spooking away from it or something. Oh, got one.
Oh, Aaron's hooked up.
Nice.
What were you saying about the color?
That's hilarious. I was just saying to Tony, I was getting followers and they were coming in and looking at it and they were refusing it. I'm like, I think they must be spooky on this color or something. This color's not working. And no sooner did I say that, boom, I got a hit. Whoa. I love the way they fight.
Oh, they do fight great.
The whitefish are nuts because they just turn on a dime, eh? Love it. I love it. This is awesome. And it's first thing in the morning. I mean, we've only been here about, what, 20 minutes, Tony?
Yeah, 20 minutes since we set up.
Nice. You gotta love it. That's awesome. Whoa. Oh, there it is. Nice. Great fish. That is a very nice fish. Beautiful whitefish, Tony. And I think it's a natural. I'm just gonna flip it. Oh, wow. Ooh, he caught me. He caught me. Good fish. Good fish. Natural fish. See, no fin clips. That indicates a natural fish. I'm just going to remove the hooks here. I'm gonna get my pliers right up here and remove the hook. There we go. That is a jigging rappelet hit. Nice whitefish. Great way to start the day, Tony.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice fish.
Yeah. Good eating size too.
It is a good eating size, yeah.
Whitefish are absolutely terrific eating. So we are going to keep a couple. Now the limit on Lake Simcoe is 2 whitefish a person. I'm probably only going to keep one all day. So this is the one I'm going to keep right there. And because sometimes you just never know, man. It could be the only fish of the day, right?
That's right. Yeah, absolutely.
So
I have a feeling we'll get some more today, Aaron.
Oh yeah, I think so. But I will keep this one.
Get him, Aaron. I'll get mine out of there.
Oh yeah! Oh, yeah. Did you see that?
I did.
Nice.
I thought he was coming for my jig.
Oh, love it, man. I love it. I swear, it's just like a video game, man.
Yep.
It's awesome. I love teasing these fish up on the sonar. There's just nothing like it. It's so much fun. Like, you know, if you've never experienced whitefish in the wintertime through the ice, come out, give it a shot on Lake Simcoe. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's a lot of hut operators out here as well. So if you don't have your own hut, you know, your own portable hut and equipment and stuff, you can always hire a hut operator, eh, Tony? Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, here. Nice. Oh, good fish. Nice. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
And he wanted that.
Oh, did he ever? Look at that. I'm just going to pop that out. Perfect. Little chartreuse and white W7 jigging rapala. And there's the result right there.
Nice fish.
Beautiful fish, and that's another natural whitefish right there.
It's great to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna put this one back. Hey, look how fat it is too, eh? See the head on it? Look how skinny that little head is compared to the body.
Very small
very
mouth.
different looking fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. See you later. It's late February right now, and you can see I have my truck here on the ice. So there's about, I would say 12 to 14 inches of ice now. So it's just kind of safe enough to drive out here. This winter really hasn't seen a lot of cold temperatures to keep the ice forming, but typically you can get 1.5 to 2 feet of ice out here by late January, and you can drive out here. But you have to be careful if you take your vehicle out, because there are some pretty big pressure cracks, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be driving out here unless you have experience. We've been fishing this lake for a number of years, and we're familiar with the areas to avoid where there could be thin ice due to currents or pressure cracks.
Exactly. Definitely have to be aware and be cautious, and drive slow. You know, if you have ATVs or sleds, you know, that's great, but definitely having mobility is definitely a key factor to keeping on fish out here at times. Sometimes, like today, you know, Tony was out here yesterday and he did well at this particular location. So we know we can come out here, kind of set up and have some fun in the same spot. But quite often, especially I find earlier in the season, right, Tony, you have to move around a lot.
You do. As we move closer towards spring, these fish are they're schooling up a lot more. They're moving into areas that are different from the start of the season, and they generally congregate more in areas where you've got large expansive mud flats like we're fishing today, and these fish will just continually move around, and they're in good enough numbers. So as long as we keep marking them on the sonar, that's good enough for me. We'll be able to turn a few throughout the day.
Exactly, that's a good point. Having utilizing good electronics out here is definitely a key to being able to consistently hook and catch fish. Because, I mean, you can come out here and you don't have to use a sonar, but having a sonar will be
Aaron, you got a fish on your jig.
You do? Oh, you're right. Look at that.
He's gonna hit it.
Just like I was just talking about. Having a sonar, oh, denied, he refused it. Having a sonar like this, like I was just talking about, you know, will enable you to actually convert a lot of those fish that come up and look at your bait into hitting. And a lot of times that just involves kind of reeling up and stopping quickly. And what that imitates, right, like Tony was saying earlier, is a fleeing bait fish. And those whitefish just go nuts. It's just a trigger for them. So it's definitely a very good thing to have a sonar in the ice and be able to trigger those fish, right, Tony?
Yep.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just got worried now. We were just talking about it, and I didn't want to say anything, but I was working one on the screen there. Oh, he came off.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's okay. I'm going to cover some of the most popular lures that we use for whitefish out here on Lake Simcoe for ice fishing. In fact, you could use these anywhere that you'll find whitefish in a lake. The Williams Whitefish is an excellent spoon. We won't use any swivels or anything. We'll actually tie direct right to the split ring here, and that gives it the most action in the water. The other nice thing you can do with these spoons is just take the side hooks and push them right out to the side of the spoon. That way they're exposed, so if a fish grabs the whole spoon, it's going to hit these side hooks as well, and that'll help you get more hookups for sure. We have the W60 size and the W50 size. Both can have their day. The bigger size, bigger fish, they say, so you can decide on that one. Both great spoons. The other type of baits that we use out here very much is the horizontal baits. This is a Lil Foxy jig by Blue Fox, and it's got a great action. You can actually lower it to the bottom, bounce it on the bottom to get a silk cloud going, and that will draw the curiosity of the whitefish, and they'll come over and check it out and hopefully hit it. My favorite, of course, is the W7 jigging Rapala in Fire Tiger as well. And these also have a great horizontal profile in the water. They draw the fish in like crazy. They have this nice fin on the back too, which will help the lure dart out and swing back to its position. So those work really well. One tip I'd like to share is just to upgrade the factory treble hook that it comes with. They're good sharp hooks, but I find they're a little small. So go to the next size up. In the case of the W7, I use a size 6 Gamakatsu round bend treble hook, and they're very sharp out of the package. And with those whitefish and their small mouth, you want to use a really sharp hook to make sure that you get a good hook set. You take these out on the ice with you for whitefish, and you're guaranteed to catch some fish. gone.
He might come back. Drop it, Tony, drop it.
I am.
Just drop it. A lot of times they'll come back and you can get those fish. I haven't even been paying attention to mine.
Got him.
Got him?
Yep.
Nice job. I'll come over and give you a hand.
Now this is old school right here.
Yeah. You gotta watch, definitely watch, your line, where you're pulling your line off.
Yeah.
You definitely want to try and pull your line, because you're hand bombing this, right? So you want to try and keep your line off to one side.
It doesn't feel very big.
That's okay.
But feels nice.
You gotta love it, eh, Tony?
Oh yeah. I just happened to look over and I saw it start dipping.
These are tip-ups made basically out of a dowel.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
Stuck.
Got him?
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
Oh yeah, a little guy.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, stalker. See that?
Yeah.
That's a stocked fish. So that is the perfect keeper right there.
Yeah. And
Look at that, how your minnow is right down at the
so
eh?
this fish here, he actually hit the minnow that was about 6 feet off bottom. So I'm gonna need looks like I'm gonna need the forceps.
Need the pliers?
You think he was hungry?
Oh, look at that.
He wanted that.
Look at that. Wow. Look at that. He really took that hook in. Oh, I see the hook. It's right there.
Perfect.
Well, you're going to keep it anyway.
I will,
I'll
yeah.
go get the pliers for you.
Okay, thanks, Aaron. Yeah, when you're fishing two hooks on the same line, sometimes you got to be careful if you're fighting a fish and that top hook comes up, because if it runs, you don't want to get your hand stuck by that hook at all.
No, see, I just use one hook down there because I've been screwed sometimes by that top hook. It's caught the edge of the ice and I've lost my fish sometimes. So that's the risk you'll run though, right?
Yeah, and you can see it doesn't take much. Really small hook. That's a size
8 Gamakatsu or 6?
That's a size 6 there.
6?
Yeah. So that's
an octopus hook, right?
Yeah, just a small octopus hook. Simple and effective.
Yep.
And that's going to taste great tonight.
Oh yeah. I find sometimes, and I learned this from Don McCaw years ago, is that a lot of times when the jigs are not going, the tip-ups are going. And vice versa, when the tip-ups aren't going, the jigs are going. So sometimes both are going, sometimes one method or the other is going. So it definitely pays to have one rod jigging with your sonar and one rod set up with the tip-up and just a minnow right on bottom.
Yep.
And it's simple technique, right?
It
A
is.
slip sinker and a hook. And that's all there is to it, with
total,
an emerald shiner right in the bottom.
And it's a hands-off approach. We're actively jigging over there, and then we've got a passive presentation here with the minnow. It's a perfect 1-2 punch.
It is. Nice, I'm gonna get back to jigging. Okay. Tony's playing with my rod. I'm gonna show you how I set up these tip-ups. Now this is an emerald shiner, and the emerald shiner is has approximately 4 inches in length. And how I do it, these whitefish kind of suck them in. Don McCaw showed me this. He's a good angler. And you just kind of poke them right underneath by the anal fin like that. Make sure there's no scales on the hook. And that just kind of sits there in the middle, struggles on the bottom like that. And it definitely provokes strikes. And this is it. This is just a little split shot here, about 12 to 14 inches up the line. So the slip sinker just slides all the way up to there, and you just lower it down to the bottom, and that's all there is to it. Let the rattle reel work, let that go all the way down to the bottom. And when that hits the bottom, you just adjust the rattle reel so it basically just sits just on bottom or just off bottom. And this dowel here, if you notice this big dowel I have here, this is a homemade job. It's just a cheap rattle reel. It's like worth a few dollars with a 6-pound monofilament line. This is Maxima Perfection on here. And this is just a hockey stick. And I've drilled the hockey stick, put the rattle reel on, and cut it on an angle. And this is just, this is a door stopper spring and a dowel. And that's it. I glued this dowel right into the hockey stick with a spring, and when a fish hits, it just kind of goes like that. And that's all. You just see that fish hitting by the dowel moving up and down like that, and that indicates that the fish is hitting. It's a very nice visual to have, that's for sure. And it's so effective. Here it is. Ready? I got a fish going here, guys. I got a fish going. can feel him. And I'm gonna let him take it in.
You get him?
Got him, yeah, got him. Nice. Oh no, look what I did to my reel. Oh,
Did your bird's
okay,
nest
it's worth
it?
it. It's worth a fish. Got him on the tip up, baby, woo! Now I'm using 6-pound test line on this tip up here. And it's just a very inexpensive rattle reel. And they're so effective sometimes when you're not getting them on the jigs. So it's nice to have this option. Sometimes like today, they're hitting both. They're hitting the jigs and they're hitting the tip ups. Sometimes when they're just not like aggressive in hitting the jigs, and the tip ups seem to be the way to go. So it's definitely a good idea to have both out here, tip ups, and there's nothing like getting a fish on a hand bomb like this. I'm actually like feeling every little thing because the line's in my hands. Whoa! Oh, it's running. Like, this is cool. If you've never felt a fish on a hand bomb like this, you got to try it. It's a lot of fun, isn't it, Tony? Look at him go. I think this is a solid fish, Tony. Look at him run. He's dogging, Tony. This could be a Laker. Whoa! Tony. Oh, dude, this is a good fish. I think I got a big Laker.
Possible.
He's dogging me good. It's either a big whitefish or a big Laker. Oh, he's running toward me now. Could be a big whitey. Oh man, I'm nervous. Oh, it's a big whitey. Huge whitey, I think. Oh, oh no. Oh, come on. Oh, got him. Oh, yeah, stalker. It's a stocked fish. Oh, nice whitey. Whoa. Oh. Now, since it's a stocked fish, I'll keep it, but I'll let it go.
It's a nice whitefish, Aaron.
It is. It's a big one. Look at this. Oh man. Wow, did he? Oh, he really inhaled that thing. Wow. Definitely gonna need the got the pliers? Thanks, man. Yeah. Wow, did he ever inhale that? There we go. Oh, got a little bit of blood there. He should be okay. Beautiful fish.
He's hooked deep. Just keep him.
He's hooked deep. Should I keep him?
Yeah, if it's hooked, you don't want to release we can keep him.
Yeah, exactly.
It won't go to waste.
It's a stocked fish, so I don't mind keeping him. I don't keep many naturals out of here, but I will keep the odd natural, but mostly I like to keep the stocked fish. Beautiful fish. Like, that's a nice size fish. That's got to be a 5-pounder almost.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.5. Nice size fish, man. Gotta love it. Come out to Lake Simcoe and give whitefish a try. You'll definitely be glad you did. One thing to remember about your tip-ups, a lot of people set up a tip-up. Unfortunately, most people don't maintain their tip-ups. They don't check the actual hole. A lot of times, a layer of skim ice forms on top of that hole. And what happens is you're not gonna really see the bites because it's your line's gonna get frozen in there. So it's important to maintain the actual hole, take a nice scoop, clear all the ice away. Secondly, definitely check, if you haven't had a bite in a while, reel up and check your minnows. A lot of times, quite often, what happens, the minnows are dead or you got plucked off and the fish actually steal your minnow without you knowing it. So you could have a bare hook or a dead minnow and you're not gonna get a bite that way. So this one here happens to be dead, so I'm not gonna get a bite on that. So definitely make sure you get a nice lively minnow. And I'm just gonna take a minnow out of here, scoop one out, and put a nice lively minnow on there. That one's not that lively, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna make sure I get a nice lively minnow like this one here. And I'm gonna put that back out and I'm gonna ensure that I'm gonna get a bite, because you definitely will not get a bite on a dead minnow or a robbed minnow. There you go. Good job.
Yep.
You took advantage of me not being there in the hole.
I just was, just keep an eye on your rod, make sure we don't catch up.
Right. Should I take it out?
No, I think it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll chance it.
feels okay. Oh yeah, that's white.
Nice. Is it whitey?
It'll be a white.
Yeah. Lots of whiteys out here, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, get in there, get in there.
You got him?
Got him.
That's a perfect hook set too.
Oh, natural fish. Look at that.
Yeah. Where's
Beautiful.
his pliers?
Great fish, Tony.
Did you return the
Oh, you got the
pliers?
perch pattern on, eh?
Pliers are over here.
Nice.
Yeah,
Beautiful fish, Tony.
I switched up to the perch pattern.
Nice. Got it?
Yep. A really gentle mouth, so you don't really need
Yeah, exactly.
just like that.
Beautiful, man. Neat mouths though, eh?
Yeah.
Like, look at the mouth on that thing.
Totally designed for feeding along the bottom.
Absolutely. Here you go, man.
We'll give him a
Here's
snack
fish.
for his troubles.
Nice. Beautiful.
Oh, he doesn't want to go.
Oh, he'll go down.
Yep.
He'll go down.
Just wanted to splash me in
They
the
have
face first.
they have different kind of bladder systems, eh? Like
Yeah.
they don't like the spiny fish. You can't get those bring those fish out of deep water like a perch
Yep.
or a bass or a walleye because the air bladders will blow out. But a whitefish and a lake trout, you can actually take your time like we do, bring these things up and release them, and they'll equalize and they'll go back down without a problem at all.
Yeah. You don't want to burn them up and reel them as fast as you can go, but certainly take your time, and then you'll get a
I had a fish on my bait.
release easily.
Oh, I still have to set up my tip up. With the action this good, eh? It's hard to concentrate on two lines sometimes.
Yeah, but it stacks the odds in your favor. You know, I mean, today's nice because the fish are really cooperative, but on slower days, it gives you the ability to increase your odds at getting a fish.
Hey, if you're thinking about coming out to Lake Simcoe and targeting a whitefish through the ice, there's definitely a few things to keep in mind to increase your success. Now, one of those is the seasonal migration over the course of the ice season, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, you're not going to catch fish if you're not where they are. So early first ice, early season, generally we try and target them in the northern end of Lake Simcoe. And then as the season progresses, we'll kind of follow the schools as they move southward and definitely get into them that way.
Absolutely. And another thing to keep in mind, in the morning, they seem to be congregated sometimes on the actual rocky shoals. That's first thing in the morning, and as soon as that sun kind of comes up later in the morning, those fish don't seem to be there anymore. They seem to kind of dissipate, and you'll find them off on the mud flats in the main lake basin. And there's a few things you can do to actually find the main lake basin and find that kind of substrate.
Oh yeah, for sure. What you want to do is, the easiest way, of course, is just to tie on a fairly heavy jig, and if you drop it right down to bottom and kind of work it, you'll feel if you're banging, you know, a hard bottom or if it's soft, and that's a great way to determine that. But there's definitely other ways too, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have a Lowrance HDS unit here, and one of the nice advantages of having this unit, has an actual hydrographic chart in it. And I have the Navionics chart loaded up on here, so all that I have to do is look at where all the contour lines and look for the main lake basin where it all opens up, and basically walk just out from the blast contour edge, and you can find soft bottom very easily that way. So there's definitely a few things to keep in mind to have success for whitefish through the ice. I'm working a fish on sonar right now, and Tony's got one on.
Yeah.
We're playing with this fish for 5 minutes. It was awesome. Oh, that one's going back down.
Yeah.
Oh,
This one's getting
see if I can get him to go. Oh, he's coming back up.
Get him.
He's coming back up. I'm playing with him. See if we can't get a double. Come on.
This is another
come
whitefish.
on. Oh, nice whitey. Yeah, all right. Nice job, man.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to go back in the hole.
That fish you played with that thing for like 5 minutes on the sonar.
Look, he's got a minnow in his mouth.
Oh yeah, look at that.
He's spitting it out.
Holy cow.
And that is what they're feeding on right there.
Yep.
And you can see the reason
That's a
why.
smelt.
That's a smelt, yeah.
That's a nice size smelt, yep.
Oh,
Whoa.
well, that's the, I think that's the second one there for my limit, Aaron.
Nice.
It's a stock fish.
Beautiful.
He's got an adipose clip here.
Nice.
And
Good job, man.
yeah, it slowed down there for a bit, and it seems that they're just starting to turn around now. So these are great great fish. You know, they're very mild flavor, and they cook up great so many different ways. My personal favorite is with either beer batter or nice fish crisp type coating.
Yeah, exactly.
You can hear that. That's just releasing the air.
Nice.
Great.
Oh yeah, it'll be good in the fry pan tonight.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, man. My 2-year-old son's gonna go absolutely nuts when I bring home a whitefish.
Yeah.
Last time I brought home a whitefish, he devoured it and like cried for more. So, Braden, you're getting a whitefish tonight. Hey, just want to go over the rods and reels that we're using out here. This particular rod is a 28-inch rod. It's a medium action rod. It's a perfect action for whitefish. Now the reel, the most important thing to remember when you choose a reel to come out here for whitefish is it has to have a smooth drag, because these whitefish can peel off a lot of line sometimes. So definitely have a smooth drag on your reel. This is an R-type reel. It's actually got good ball bearings on it, and it's a size 15. Size 15 is the absolute perfect size reel for these whitefish. You don't want something that's going to be too heavy, and it's not going to have the proper action with that rod, because it's a short rod. It's 28 inches long, right? Definitely put one of these together, spool it up with 8-pound monofilament, and you're going to have a blast for whitefish.
Well, even though we have about 14 inches of ice out here today, we just use a manual auger. You don't really need a gas auger out here while it's convenient. These are nice and light, and you can carry them out on your own, and they work great. So be very careful with the blades. Use the blade guard whenever you're not using the auger. As soon as I drill a hole, that's the first thing that I do is I put the auger blade guard back on, just so that if anybody's nearby, these are really sharp blades. So you can see here, get on a fresh spot. And just like that, you're through, ready to start fishing. That's my rod. Oh, you bugger.
Tony doesn't know what to do. I took his rod on him.
Yeah, you better not lose it.
You snooze, you lose.
Okay, well, 2 point in that game. It's running right up.
Nice. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was running right up. I saw on the sonar it was going for Tony's bait. Oh yeah. Nice.
Perfect.
Where's those pliers? There they are. Beautiful. Enticed him nicely with Tony's rod. Yeah. He's like, you don't look like you're happy about that, Tony.
That's all right, as long as someone's catching fish.
Oh man, he definitely nailed that one. Another natural. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's got all the fins.
Although,
Yeah, no, he's got the, yeah. Listen to him burping. Beautiful fish, eh? Your mouth on him? Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah, and they've got these sight lines too. Right here, you can kind of see how it's concave, so they can see ahead and chase that spoon down or that jig.
Hey, buddy. See you later. Well, that's it. That about does it. We're wrapping it up. We had an excellent day in the ice, didn't we, Tony?
Oh, it was an awesome day. We had lots of great fighting whitefish, and we got a couple to take home for a meal. It can't get any better than that.
Absolutely not, man. I'm looking forward to having whitefish tonight. Thanks for watching another episode of Shirley Fishing. We'll see you later.